Hey, good morning everybody. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm living the dream. I'm doing wonderful because I'm still alive and I'm still walking upright. Could be under the ground about 6 feet or in the furnace somewhere getting burned up. Not right now. I'm alive and well. That's how I'm doing. So for today's video, or portion of today's video, I'm just going to talk quickly about not drinking for the past 4.5 months. I didn't even realize how long it was. I really hadn't paid attention. I had to like scroll back through some text to figure out exactly when I quit drinking. And it was April 24th. I went out with some friends. Had a rough night. That was a Sunday night. And I made the decision then. I said, it's time for a damn check ride. This is enough is enough. It was just a rough night. We've all had rough nights. Time for a check ride. And then a few days later, on the 28th, I did go over to a friend's house and had a couple beers with dinner, right? I don't really even consider that drinking. That shit was my beverage of choice over dinner. But I have to count that. So, what was that, 4.5 months? So September, just say September 28th, be 5 months. I didn't realize it had been that long. I thought it was like a couple months ago, but it's been longer than I thought. And usually when I go on these check rides, I'll just update the video about, you know, my experience of, you know, being a hardcore drinker slash partier slash, you know, drinking beer every night when I barbecue, and the effects and the changes when you just stop drinking, right? Now, I'm not one to ever tell you what to do. It's your life. You live it the way you want. You know, you're the captain of your own destiny. So I'm not here telling everybody stop drinking. I'll never do that. And I'm not done, not to say done. I'm a beer drinker. I like to drink beer. I like to drink wine. So if I stop forever, I can't say that, no. Because I love the taste of beer and wine and whiskey. That's who I am. I don't apologize for that. But I do like to talk about the effects, how it's affecting my life when you stop drinking beer, stop drinking liquor, some of the changes. Now, I wrote an article a long time ago. I've talked about it before on a video, but like years ago, I quit drinking after, you know, partying for a long time. And I saw a damn burning bush in my bedroom. I mean, it was real. It was there. No shit, had a vision. Saw a damn burning bush in my bedroom. That's another story. Maybe I've talked about it more, but I wrote an article on my website about that experience. Anyhow, this time, let's just fast forward because it's been different. Like, you know, one time I quit, you know, got headaches for a couple days, stuff like that. It's never really affected me one way or the other. Luckily, I'm one of those type of people. I'm not addicted to anything. You know, I don't do drugs, never have done any drugs, just been a drinker and a beer drinker, right? And I like to party. So the good thing about me is that it's no addiction, no psychological, physical dependence, nothing like that. Luckily, because maybe some of you listen to my voice, you struggle with drinking, or you have struggled in the past, and it was difficult for you to stop drinking. It's never been the case for me, and I think I'm lucky because I've known and seen a lot of people throughout the years, you know, close friends, family members who were, you know, alcoholics and couldn't turn it off. And luckily, baby, may I help you? I'm trying to talk and make an award-winning YouTube video here. Just go eat your rice somewhere else. They can hear that smacking in the background. Thank you very much for interrupting. Anyhow, so, you know, I've just been lucky, folks. When I decide to go out and drink some beer, I drink beer. When I decide to stop for a week, 2 weeks, 4 months, 6 months, I stop. And I realize that I'm lucky, that that's my personality. That's me. I don't know how else to describe it. The psychological side, the physical side. I'm not dependent upon anything. I mean, knock on wood. No, I don't need to. It's just never been me. Never been my personality. So moving right along. What happened on when I stopped drinking this time? Same as always, really nothing. Really nothing. I just turned it off. Now, over time, a couple of things I did notice though, and I do notice, I can fall asleep now like that. It's easier to fall asleep quicker. It's like once I decide to go to bed, boom, I'm into bed, I'm asleep. And then once I decide to get up or the alarm goes off or what have you, I'm up. I mean, it's like a Sony A1 camera. You flick the switch, that thing's on, ready to take a picture. You flick the switch, it's off. There's no waiting period. You know, versus, you know, some old ass PC takes 5 minutes to boot up. So the boot up time and the boot down time when you're not drinking, for me, it's just so much easier transition of getting to sleep or waking up. I don't know how else to describe it, but just more alert, you know, more alert. So if, say, I heard a noise outside, whatever, boom, I'm up, I'm on my feet, I'm at it, I'm ready. Whereas if you're drinking, you know, you're trying to get your thoughts together and get your wit together and get out of bed and see what that noise is in the backyard, right? So that's one thing. Number two, obviously you have a lot more time when you're drinking. It helps you pass the time. It is a pastime. It does occupy your time. And the days are so much longer when you're not drinking. At least they are for me. I mean, it's like the days are so long now. Plus my routine has changed. But like, I just have so much more time. In the mornings, midday, during the day, at night. You know, barbecue the same time, cook the same time, but when I get done cooking, I get done with dinner, it's like I have another 5 hours. Like, where'd all this time come from? And you just don't realize, you know, if you're drinking, having a good time, listening to music, it just helps pass the time. So that's pretty much it. You spend a lot less money. You know, don't realize it, but, you know, drinking beer all the time, that's not free. It does cost money. And you're going to the ATM machine a lot more trips when you're drinking. And when you stop drinking, you know, that's like a payment that just stops. And so you have a lot more money in your pocket. All positive things. Now, the downside for me, am I as creative? No, but maybe. I have to be creative in a different way. Things don't come to me like they do when I've had a few beers, right? If I've had a few beers, I can just pop an idea will pop in my head, and I could write 5 pages just like that. I mean, just immediately. Or I could come up with a 3-hour video just immediately. It doesn't happen like that for me when I'm not drinking. I have to really think about things and try to come up with something and just wait for something to pop in my head. It's a different type of creativity. But it has allowed me to, like for example, these live streams we're putting together. There's no way I could put all that equipment together when I'm drinking. You know what I mean? I mean, putting all them wires together and getting all that software to run, no way when you're drinking. It's just too complicated. Can you fire up a camera and talk to it? Yeah, but that's just opening a screen and pushing a button. Hey, sweetie girl.
I want to play basketball, Daddy.
You want to play basketball? Okay. All right. Well, Papa will play with you, but I gotta finish this video here. Okay.
No, I want basketball, Dad.
Okay, folks. I gotta take a break. I gotta go play basketball. I'll be right back with you in a little bit. All right, I'm back. I have no idea what I was talking about before, where I was at in my discussion. My little girl, she's a diva, and when she wants something, she wants it now, and she don't want to wait. And you know what? She's a diva, but she's my diva. So, and I'm so proud of her. She did her exercises at school today. Like on Fridays, they have exercise day, and the past few weeks, she's only slightly participated. Not the only child, but there's been several that have not participated in their exercises. And the teacher gave her a good report today that she did her exercises. So I'm proud of that. I think I was talking about creativity. Since then, I went out to the bars. Obviously, you've seen me on a live stream, 9 hours in a bar, around everybody drinking, having fun. You know, I've been out with my friends on a birthday party. All that stuff doesn't affect me. I can be around. You saw me. I sat in a bar for 9 hours and live stream. The peer pressure, it doesn't work on me. I have a bottle of Captain Morgan and a bottle of something. I think it's called Kung Fu. And there's 3 or 4 beers in there in the ref. The liquor's been there the entire time. Every time I open the ref, it's there. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't tempt me. The peer pressure, or you know, hey man, just have one or have this shot, and you have to turn down. No man, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. I appreciate people offer me a drink, but I'm not going to drink it if I don't want to drink it. You can sit there and offer 100 times, and I'll tell you no thank you 100 times. And again, luckily, I'm that type of person. I know some people aren't. And all I can do is just tell you my experience. So luckily, I can go out. I can, you know, I'm not like a gremlin where you can't throw water on me or turn into a monster or get next to it. Or like, what's his name on Hangover. Why do I talk about this? Because look, I think, in my personal opinion, in my professional opinion over the years, dealing with people, you know, from being in the medical field, law enforcement, and other endeavors, people aren't going to make a change, whether they're, well, anything. People are not going to make a change until they get ready to change. Say a person has a drug problem, they get sent to rehab. They can go to rehab 12 times. And if they're not ready to quit or they don't want to make a change, the minute they come out of rehab, they're going to go, you know, see their dealer and get high. That's what they do. Person can be in jail for a year and not use. And they come out, if they want to get high, they're going to go do it, right? And you can take that with anything from drugs to alcohol to gambling to shoplifting to anybody with some type of addiction. They're not going to change until it comes from within. No matter what you tell them, what you do, what center you send them to, months in rehab, it don't matter. And I say this, I appreciate everybody telling me, oh man, don't drink, telling me stories, or your father died, your uncle died, you'll live longer. I appreciate all that. I certainly do. But the reality is, what I'm telling you through experience is, nobody's going to change until they decide to change, no matter what you say. And so, I'm the captain of my own destiny. I believe everybody's the captain of their own destiny. At least you should be. You should feel that way. And so, for me, I've been drinking for four and a half months. I might start drinking beer next week. I don't know. But if I do, it's not because of any external pressure or anything that anyone has said to me or pressured me, or hey, we're going to this big party and then I slip up. No. I'm the captain of my own destiny. I take responsibility for my actions. The good, the bad, and everything in between. So there you go. That's my story. That's my update. I know a lot of people have, like some of y'all saw that green Mountain Dew bottle and swore I was drinking a Heineken, and nah, I ain't. You can believe what you want to believe, but going on 4.5 months, I ain't had a drop of liquor. With liquor sitting right there in the ref. I'm like an oak. Now I will knock on wood, because you know what I mean, as you get older, maybe my physiology, my psychology changes, and next thing you know, I can't be that in control. But knock on wood, so far, pirate looking at 50, I've always had that control. Thankfully. And if you don't have that control, or you think you're drinking too much, and by all means seek help, because maybe these organizations or your friends or your family and all this positive reinforcement, maybe that's the push you need. Maybe that will affect you. I can just tell you what my opinion is and what affects me and what doesn't affect me. And but if you're a hard drinker, go on a check ride every now and then, just to make sure that you're in control. Whether it's 2 weeks or a month, couple of months, and what you'll do is end up getting all these loose ends tied up. You'll get your spreadsheets updated. All this procrastination stuff on your to-do list. You'll get all that caught up, and then when you get caught up, you get bored. Just go back to drinking if it doesn't, affect your way of life, affect your doing what you got to do in life, I guess I should say, affect your livelihood. All right, so that's enough talk about this. A lot of times when I have these talks, the next day I'm celebrating, 2 months, 3 months, 1 month by drinking some beer. You never know. You never know. But there you go. Okay, so that's like a whole setup, because now I'm about to go in there and mess with the old lady a bit, because what's happened, there is one side effect that's happened, okay, is that I have started to lose a little bit of weight. Now look, folks, go back in my videos to 2018. I could have kicked Conor McGregor's ass. Now, he might have knocked me out at some point, but I could have stepped in the ring, and I think at least made it through the first round. I truly do. I was in that great a shape. Philippines in the lockdown put 30 pounds on me, 15 plus kilos. Nobody's fault but my own. Sitting around locked down, hell, I could have done exercises. Nobody forced me to drink all that beer on that balcony while I was in prison. I did it to myself. But those are damn factors, right? No, I just said a few minutes ago, nobody forces me to do shit. And exactly, I drank too much beer, I didn't exercise, but I was locked down. I'm not blaming anybody. I could have done some fucking jumping jacks and push-ups, kept myself in shape. I didn't. I was pissed off at the world like everybody else, pissed off at the governments around the world. I don't want to say the world, I was pissed off at governments. And so I put on a lot of weight. But since I stopped drinking, I have started to shrink. Not drastically, because I'm still eating meals, but take away all those beers, those carbohydrates, those calories, I'm starting to see it now. It's taken 4 months, but I'm starting to see it, usually right here. When 2018, you can see my jaw. And then 6 months ago, my head looked like a pumpkin. Big effect, at least in my situation, on my face when I gain weight. And I noticed I've started to shrink down a little bit. Not back to 2018 fighting shape, but I have started to lose a little bit of weight. So the old lady, she goes in there a couple nights ago, looks in the mirror, and she says, "I am so fat." And I'm like, yeah, you've been gaining weight. What do you want me to say? You want me to lie? You're sitting there looking in the mirror, You're looking at yourself. She's looking at herself. So it's no use in lying. Oh, baby, you're so beautiful. No. Oh, yes. You're gaining weight. You're gaining weight, girl. You're putting on weight. You can see it. I can see it. The viewers can see it. You know, and I told her, I said, hey, you're lucky that I like chubby girls. I like a thick lady. I like them chubby. I said, you're lucky because I love chubby. You know. So, you know, I'm not being mean. I'm not putting her down. She's the one who brought it up. I'm getting fat. I'm so fat. Well, what do you mean me do? Lie to you? I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, you put on some kilos, girl. You know, eating too much rice. I said, you're putting on weight. You're gaining weight. Yeah, you're gaining weight. I'm losing weight. And she don't like that at all. So this morning she was out there exercising. But with all the Filipinos I've ever been with, right? If they think they need to lose weight, they'll go out and exercise for like 10 minutes. And then they'll say, I'm diet. They don't say I'm on a diet. I'm going to go on a diet. They say, I'm diet. Right up until the next meal rolls around, and they're just right back to eating. So in other words, in my experience, no Filipina that's ever been in my life went on a diet. They just said, I'm diet. Until the next meal or the next shumai came along, they're not going to stop eating. And her little 5-minute workout, bless her heart, that's not going to do anything, honey. It's a lifestyle change. It's a lifestyle change. And I truly believe this. The reason that we're too fat is because we eat and drink too much. You eat too much. That's it. Everything else aside, you don't go to the gym enough, whatever. Okay, but guess what? The weight gain or loss is what you put in your mouth. Simple. If you don't eat a whole lot, you don't have to go to the gym. You're going to be slim. You eat a bunch. Now you got to go to the gym to burn that off just to maintain. You can argue all this all day long, but you're fat. I'm fat. She's getting chubby because she eats too much. That's it. Don't believe me? Look at any person that's been marooned on a deserted island with no food or water or what have you. Did they look fat when they were rescued? No, they're skin and bone. Same with POWs. You seen those pictures? You ever seen a fat POW that spent 3 years in a POW camp? No, they're all skinny as a rail. Why? Because they didn't have no food. Okay, it's all about how much food you put in that mouth is how fat the rest of your body's going to be. And I truly believe from my own experience that the majority of people's medical problems are secondary to being overweight. That's it. Most of your problems are because you're too fat. Lose the weight, all of a sudden these medical problems will start to disappear. I truly believe that. Everything from sleep apnea to high blood pressure, everything in between. You have those conditions. I had those conditions. People have those conditions because they're too fat. They eat too much. Lose the weight, lose most of your medical problems. Now you don't have to take 12 medications every day. Damn, did this turn into some type of health video? I was just going to talk for 5 minutes about, I haven't been drinking in 4 months. Now I'm talking about men's health. Well, I'm talking about women's health too. So, with the old lady, I got to get her out, get her more active, slow down on the rice. The rice is a big problem. She loves to eat rice, making way too much rice. So there's always rice sitting in that rice cooker. It's basically always a buffet sitting on the counter. This is Southeast Asia. That's every house here. Okay? Big rice pot, rice. If it's not all consumed, it's sitting there for somebody to come along and consume it. It's just always readily available. You don't even have to prepare a meal. The rice is always ready to go. And with her, she'll pop open a can of sardines, warm it up, mix it in there, boom, she's eating a meal in between meals. I mean, what can I do? Can't tell the girl not to eat. You know, it's up to her. But the first step in getting any type of help is what? It's recognizing that you got a problem. You know, the first time I realized I was getting fat was when my aunt said, "Boy, you fat." I'm like, who the hell is she talking about? And she was talking about me. And she called me out because she hadn't seen me in years at that time. I didn't know I was fat until she told me I was. And I'd gained a lot of weight. Never been fat before in my life, but you know, I'm a short dude for Western standards, so when I put on just a little bit of pounds, I look chubby. And I had certainly done that. Anyhow, folks, I'm on the way back to fighting shape. I feel it, and I love the taste of beer, but I love the fact that I'm starting to shrink. And just with that base of starting to shrink back down, my big old hog jaws, this damn beer gut that I'm rocking is starting to shrink. And now I feel like I'm ready to get back in the gym, back into a Muay Thai routine, back into running 5 to 8 to 10 clicks a day, what I was doing. I feel like I'm there. I'm ready to get back into that routine. I'm not back to my weight. I'm obviously not back in shape, but I'm at a point now by just shedding some of that bloatedness of drinking a case of beer every day. Now I'm ready to get back. I'm ready to get back in the game. And once I get back in the game, because when I was working out every day at Muay Thai and running, every night I would reward myself with a few Heinekens. Every night. But I had to deal with myself back then. If for some reason I didn't go run, I got no beer. And I love to drink beer, right? So if I go run 10 clicks, I would come in and down, you know, them Heinekens. And that was my reward. That was my thirst quencher. And it was a perfect agreement. Because again, I was in the best shape that I've ever been in my life. 2018, what, 48, 47 years old, late 40s. I was in absolute wonderful shape. I bring that up and I harp on that because if you think you're too old, you're not. Now look, if you got fucking artificial knees or, you know, you had hip replacement surgery and all that, okay, you got me on that one. But if you're a dude like me who's just late 40s or 50s or 60s that in otherwise good health, no problem with your knees and stuff like that, you can get your ass back in shape. You're not too old. You're not too fat. It's just about a lifestyle change. It's whether or not you're going to change your daily routine, your lifestyle to reach a goal and to feel better. And again, what did I say about addiction, about habits? It's not going to come from anybody but within yourself. I can sit here and talk. Your doctor can tell you to lose weight or go stop eating as much. No, ain't nobody going to do nothing until they decide to do it. There you go. So if I had some pictures, I don't know if I have them on this hard drive, but you know what? I got a picture in my book, The King's Chronicles. For all those of y'all who bought that book and read that book, thank you very much. But there's a picture in that book of me sitting next to my uncle, and you just see my head looks like a big old pumpkin. You know, big old pumpkin, big old beer belly. A lot of y'all wouldn't even recognize me back then. All right, so there you go, folks. There you go. That's my thoughts for today. And I'll try to get in there and mess with her for a little bit. And I'm not being mean. I'm not making fun. But like, if I start doing these videos or hitting her in the videos, it's going to motivate her. Again, she's not going to do something until she decides. But at least I'm bringing it to her attention. Bringing it to her attention. Because hell, in 2018, after she had had her baby, right after she had the kids, she went back down to being skinny mini. She was back down to slim and trim. But the lockdown put the pounds on her too, and she's continued to eat too much rice. All right, I've talked enough. I hope the audio is okay. Little echo in this room, but hey, it happens. Thanks for listening. Now, I just did a video. I was talking about, baby, I'm trying to make a family-friendly video. Yeah, but you showed your panties there. I gotta edit that out. Listen, hey, easy now, easy. Did you want to talk about what you told me last night about you gaining weight? Did you want to discuss that?
Oh no.
Well,
I know that I'm fat, but
2 minutes of Zumba is not going to help you. You need to get up in the morning and go without your mercy, so you've got, some friends and some partners, and to help you stay motivated. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know.
Now, why do you think that you've gained some weight?
What did you think?
So I don't know. You said, why do I think? That's what I'm asking you, babe. Why do you think you've gained some weight lately?
Eat too much.
Huh?
Eat too much.
You eat too much? What have you been eating too much of? Too much rice?
Yeah.
Are you depressed?
Depressed of what? Hagad pa kayo.
Baby, can you tell us what you're writing over there? All right, go ahead and tell us what you're writing, baby. What's going on in your life?
Fatima's eating time.
You what?
My schedule when I going to eat. No snack.
No what?
It's my schedule what time I'm going to eat. No rice.
Okay, so tell us about your schedule. So what time are you going to eat?
8 in the morning.
Wow, honey. That's groundbreaking. Folks, breaking news. She's going to eat in the morning.
No rice.
No rice in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh no. What else, baby?
In the afternoon lunch, 1 cup of rice. Yeah, mama need to diet. Yeah, mama's food's fat. Mm.
Then what?
Then, and dinner, I'm going to eat in 4 a.m. No rice. Then in the night, no snack. Mostly I eat snack before I go to sleeping.
What about if I bring shumai?
No.
You gonna eat the shumai?
No.
Honey, if I go get some shumai right now, you're gonna eat it all. I guarantee you.
No, I still eating. Yeah, go back. Balot.
Hey, you're supposed to be talking about a diet. Now you're talking about what you can eat right now.
Balot. Before I'm going to eat before 6. If 6 p.m. I'm not going to eat.
Why?
That's night time na. It's a sleep time. So I need to and dinner I need to eat in 4.
So how many times a day are you gonna eat the rice?
One time.
One time?
Yeah, one time.
That's never gonna work, baby. Your diet is not gonna make it 1/2 a day.
And maybe, or in the morning, I just eat 1 cup of rice.
Never gonna happen.
Bala. I need diet.
So
No soft drinks.
why do you think that you're chubby?
My arms. Look, my arms. My cheeks. Oh, Lord. It's so, circle. My face so circle. Legs. All my shirt, all my jeans or my, it's not fit now.
What?
My clothes so tight.
Baby, is that why you insisted on ordering some new panties today? Your old ones don't fit? Okay. So now I understand what's going on. You never mentioned that all of your clothes are too tight.
No, it's so tight now. The stripe, the white and black. Then they have something in here. You cannot deny.
So that's why you've been wearing those stretchable workout pants everywhere. You want to get up at 5 in the morning and go to Zumba?
I'm just doing Zumba in here.
Honey, I tell you, 45 seconds of Zumba ain't gonna help you.
At least I Zumba. I at least I work out 5 minutes or ano.
Honey, you worked out about 1 minute.
5 minutes eh. I'm G. I'm Forrest G.
So basically what Fatima is saying, she's going on a check ride on the food. But that check ride ain't gonna last. It'll last until dinner when I finish cooking this little chicken stew / gumbo. Then she's gonna eat. And she talks about not eating rice. She just made a fresh pot of rice. It's still cooking over there. So she just sat there and told y'all she was gonna lay off the rice and eat rice once a day.
No, I wrote that.
2 minutes earlier, she put a new batch of rice on. So, what I said before in the video, I still maintain. Any Filipina I've ever been with never has went on a diet. What they do is what she's doing. I can't eat right now, I'm diet. And what she said this morning, she got a banana. She's eating a banana. I'm diet. But they eat the banana and then they eat breakfast. Now, if you only ate the banana, you might be dieting. She eats the banana, and then eats the whole big breakfast. But while she's eating the banana, oh, I'm diet. I'm diet. Look, I'm not making this up, right? I'm not making this up. Okay, let me just show you right here over my shoulder, right here. If you're not familiar, ow, that is a rice cooker that's in the cook mode right there. You see the steam coming out? You see that? Well, it's on warm, so it's just done. But the steam's coming out. Fresh pot of rice right there, in violation of Filipina wife number 2's check ride on the food. She ain't gonna stop eating. But I guess I could try to encourage her to get up and go with Mercy and Eric over to Zumba. She could do that. If you're interested, baby, I'll help you with the kids. If you want to get up in the morning, baby, go to Astro Park, you know, Get a little exercise, a little Zumba. She ain't getting up that early. That ain't gonna happen. Baby, I've observed that you're trying to cover yourself up with the covers here. What's going on?
Honey, I'm so fine.
That's not being mean when I say I like chubby. I like a thick girl. I'm not being mean. I'm just making a statement of fact. But you don't got to worry about me not being attracted to you because you're a plus size girl now.
Plus size, grabe ka sa akin, naka-plus ka. Large lang mo eh, hindi plus size, grabe ka.
I don't know what the perfect term is. I say chubby, but maybe that's not politically correct these days.
I'm just medium or large eh, grabe ka sa akin.
Wait a minute, baby. See, so you're saying that you're a medium now?
Medium or large?
I believe a large.
Large.
You went from an extra small to a large.
Yeah, that's why I'm always wearing now a stretchy ball.
Baby, don't be ashamed to be on my videos if you're chubby. Alright? Come here, maybe you get a sponsorship as a plus size model.
No! Ano? Grabe ka, naka-plus size ka.
Yeah.
Large lang. Or medium lang yun.
Yeah, but that's plus size for Asian girls. Alright, baby, are you working on your diet? Because I'll be honest with you. What I observed today is that you ate normal, but you ate like 6 more bananas.
At least banana.
So really, since you started your diet, you added 6 bananas to your daily diet.
Yeah. 2 in the morning, 2 in the lunch, 2 in the dinner.
Honey, but you know what? That's no different than fat American chicks thinking that if they go out to lunch and they order a salad that they're gonna lose weight. Can you talk about the exact moment that you realized you had gained weight? What happened? Because I didn't say anything to you.
My clothes nga! Gagi ka!
So you can't wear any of your clothes, so that's when you admitted that you gained weight.
What?
Very beautiful over there. Because I like big. And of course, we got a major development regarding Fatima's diet. Major development. Stop the presses. Breaking news. Fatima, go ahead and tell everybody what the news is about your diet.
I'll start tomorrow. Oy, I put in a paper morning. This is not morning. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, I start tomorrow. I'm not telling that I start now. I start tomorrow. Okay?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Is it because you saw my delicious cooking?
You put the coconut.
So once I put that, you were holding strong till you saw me add that coconut milk, and you just couldn't take it. You got to get my cooking.
I start tomorrow.
Baby, I think after this video, this will be the last talk about your diet.
No, I'm going to die.
You'll just keep hounding me about buying bigger clothes.
Or I'm going to eat up only 1 cup of rice. No, only 1 cup. No, not 2, 1 cup.
Honey, your plan is already in action because today you made me buy you some bigger panties and a bigger bra. So you'll go in for some pants next and then some shirts and then you'll forget all about your diet. You'll just have bigger clothes.
No, eh? My body is so heavy.
Think about a thick woman, baby, is you can carry more water from the well. Right?
That's good. I'm getting lost.
Yeah, you can carry more water than your sister.
Yeah.
Those are traits to look for in a woman, folks.
When I'm in the video, never getting fat.
Honey, when we order you some new pants, you better get the large, just in case.
I'm just not big.
Okay. You're a big medium.
No! Gago ka. You're lying.
You're a big medium or a tiny large.
You're talking to me like that now because you're doing. Before you don't want to talk. If I talking that
trim, baby.
you have a big tummy, you're going to angry to me, baby.
Oh, mine's just getting slim. Look at this. My hog jaws are going down. Actually look like I got a head now instead of a big old pumpkin. Folks, if you can't joke about it, what can you do? 6 months ago, she was joking with me every day about my big tummy. Oh my God, you got a big tummy. Right? Yeah, every day she messing with me about the big tummy. Now, slim and trim,
I'm
big.
going to lose my weight lagi may I'm going to skinny, I will kukuyo ka sa akin.
Baby, if you get skinny, I'll buy you a new bikini.
I'm wearing a bikini, tama.
How about you wear one now?
No!
Baby, some people are like me. They like a thick woman in a bikini. You lucky.
You're lucky too.
Why am I lucky?
You know.
All right, folks, right there. Heat up a couple of these here tortillas on the top of that lodge. Just flip them over. It's gonna be like fajita / burrito name. Show y'all what I'm working with here. Folks, I got some Tex-Mex cheese. Got the Bambi Mexican tortillas. I've even got some sliced jalapenos. And got a little cream cheese. I might put some cream cheese on there too. Just creamy it up. Take a look at that. That's like a chicken fajita / enchilada / burrito, but it's coconut. Look at that. That's gonna be delicious. I did get a couple little charred spots on the bottom. Let it get a little dry. It's all right. Have a more oaky, smoky flavor. All right, so let's go ahead and prepare this dude right here. Put some jalapenos on this dude. Look at that. My goodness, folks. I mean, this is a wonderful night for me. Making my mouth water already. A little cheese on there. A little cream cheese. Is that butter? Oh shit, that's butter. Ha! I thought I was about to put cream cheese. That's butter. You know what? I'll put a little bit. Yep. Might as well. Let me see if I got a cream cheese. Maybe found some hot sauce for the coup de grace. I guess Magnolia cream cheese about to go on there. It's gonna be nice and cheesy and creamy. Buttery. Look at all that. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Look at that. My goodness, that's gonna be some kind of delicious. My goodness, let it melt that cheese. Baby, your diet plan says no rice.
I said tomorrow gago ka.
Folks, let me tell you. I'm a culinary genius. I mean, that's quite obvious. If you haven't seen my previous videos, y'all know I'm a culinary genius. Look at that right there. Let me just give you a little cross section. Look at that. Look at the other end. Gordon Ramsay, he don't know shit about cooking. He don't got my skills. Nice big old piece of bone. Let's try that again. The first one was nothing but a bone. Pretty good. That's on time. Baby, how's my cook?
Delicious.
Delicious? Baby, I think you're beautiful.
No, hey.
And folks, I want to say thanks for joining us on today's little video. You know, and that's the way we joke with one another. Maybe you thought that was harsh. Talking about how chubby she is. That's up to you. That's the way we joke. And I can joke with her, and she can joke with me any way we want to. Again, 6 months ago, she was on me every night. My God, you got a big tummy. Big tummy, big tummy. What goes around comes around. What they call that? Karma, right? So, anyhow, thanks for joining us on today's video. Baby, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Don't lose any weight because I like big and I cannot lie. Go, baby, go get it, baby. Get it, baby. Get it, 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 get it. Get it, girl.
Honey,
Get that Zumba. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Boom shaka laka laka, boom shaka laka. Get it, baby.
Marquito, siguro naman. Parang pangat yung